Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I want to do a little book slash Christmas haul because it's after Christmas. Merry Christmas, by the way. And I got mostly books for Christmas. I had some beforehand, but most of these are from Christmas or Christmas money. So I count them as Christmas presents then. Yeah, so I have a total of like roughly 40 books here, and also speaking of the number of books, I actually have two other books that I don't have here right now. One of them was The Stand, which I also got for Christmas, but I don't have it right here because it was the mass market paperback format, and I don't like those kind of books. So we're going to trade it in for a hardcover. So we're going to return. I got a second copy of Desperation, and we're going to return that and The Stand to get a hardcover version of The Stand. And also I have The Long Walk, but I have lended it to my mom so she can read that. And yeah, with that out of the way, also, new microphone. So hopefully this sounds better than some of my other videos. Yeah, with that being said, let's get into the video. So anyway, before that, I want to show you how this is. So I'm going to say the title of the book, show you the cover, and then maybe read up the back of it a little bit. So yeah, let's get to the video. Book number 1, The Running Man. So basically, The Running Man is based on this guy named Ben Richards, who it's set in the year 2025, and he has basically no one can get medical attention, no one can get anything at all. So it's very hard for that, and also a lot of people are poor. So there's these game shows that you can participate in, but they're all very dangerous. And the main one is called The Running Man, as you can see, and no one has ever survived that one. But you get a lot of money if you do. And yeah, I can't wait to read this one. I hope it's good. Cujo. Everyone knows Cujo, about a rabid dog. I heard it's pretty good. Apparently he was so coked up when writing this that he actually doesn't remember writing it. So yeah, Cujo. Everyone knows Cujo. Misery. Misery is not arguably, but one of his most famous books. Not his most famous though, because I hadn't heard about it until a few months ago, I think, when I really got into reading. Yeah, Misery. So this guy gets in a car crash, and then he's an author, by the way. He gets in a car crash, and then his quote-unquote best fan, or number one fan, takes him hostage and kidnaps him, and forces him to write another book about her favorite character, Misery. Yeah, everyone knows Misery. It's Misery. Hope it's a good one. Can't wait to read it. Under the Dome. This actually got a TV show adaptation that I don't know how many people actually know. It's based on a Stephen King book. But anyway, small town gets encased by a dome. Heard it's pretty good. Science fiction. I love science fiction, as you might be able to tell. Yeah, I hope this one's good as well. I think this is, how many pages is this? It's a long one. Let me see. This one is 1,071. Yeah, long book. Next, Lisey's Story. I actually don't know much about this. I saw the cover, thought it looked interesting. I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I just thought it looked interesting. Yeah, it looks like, it's reading the back here, it looks like it's about a woman who lost her husband and some kind of window. She has to get over her husband, Scott. Yeah, hope this one's good. I haven't heard much about it, so yeah. Carrie. Carrie is obviously his first book. I heard it's pretty unpolished because, obviously his first book. Yeah, but it's Carrie. I gotta get it. This one was actually a present I opened on Christmas Eve. My family, each of the kids gets to open a gift early on Christmas Eve, and I chose this one, which happened to be Carrie. Yeah, it was actually on my one of the top ones on my list. So yeah, good. I'm glad I got it. Next, The Dead Zone. I don't know much about this one either. All I know is that it's pretty good and about a crooked politician. So yeah, I hope this one is good as well. Most of these are unread, by the way. I probably should have said that. Pretty much all of them are either unread or not finished. The one I'm reading currently is It, which I have not finished yet. I'm hoping to finish it by at least either January or February. I got it in November, by the way. And this is anyway, The Dead Zone. I'm keeping count at home, but I know this is number 8 because the first one was a stack of 9. Anyway, The Mist. The Mist got I heard pretty good movie adaptation of it. I heard it was pretty bloody, I hope. Not I hope, but you know what I mean. The Mist, yeah. Short story, actually. I did not know this one was a short story until recently. I thought it would be as long as his other ones. Yeah. The Mist. Not much to say about it. Mark off the stack to mark the end of stack 1, we got The Langoliers. So The Langoliers is actually from a short story collection, same as The Mist. I don't know the one from The Mist is called, though. The Langoliers is one called 4 Past Midnight. The reason I got it separately was because when I first heard about it, this one seemed the most interesting to me. And also, when I went to Barnes & Noble, I did not see 4 Past Midnight at first. I got this separately. I do have 4 Past Midnight, but that was a separate occasion than this. But yeah, I got Langoliers because it seemed the most interesting, and I did see 4 Past Midnight when I got it. Anyway, but if you don't know what it's about like a plane that gets stuck in, I think it's like a time warp thing. I don't know, I just hope it's good. Excited to read it. We are starting stack number 2 with Christine. Christine is about a haunted car. It's a 1958 Plymouth, red and white Plymouth Fury. Haunted car, pretty good. I think I may be getting my books picked up, but I'm pretty sure this one has a lot of action in it anyway. Dennis is the main character. This one got a pretty good, I haven't seen the movie, but I heard it's a pretty good movie, at least for the 70s, pretty good movie adaptation of it. But it's Christine, pretty famous from him, at least the movie was anyway. Yeah, Christine. Dolores Claiborne. Dolores Claiborne ties in with another book by Stephen King called Gerald's Game. I do not have Gerald's Game yet, but I am planning on getting it. This one I heard is actually just like one solid line of thought from the main character, Dolores Claiborne. All I know is that I think there's a well involved, it's a line of thought, and there's an eclipse going on. Sorry if I keep going in and out of frame. I'm sitting on the floor here. You set up on a bunch of boxes. Yeah, Dolores Claiborne. Next, Bag of Bones. This one's about a guy who develops writer's block after his wife dies. So he decides a vacation should be nice, and hopefully it'll help him get over his writer's block, but then he encounters ghosts, unfortunately. But yeah, heard this one's pretty good. Can't wait to read it. I hope it's good. So yeah, Bag of Bones. Next is The Shining. The Shining really doesn't need any introduction. Wow, I was struggling on that. So yeah, The Shining, man goes crazy, tries to kill his family. Everyone knows the Kubrick movie. Yeah, good book. Pretty fittingly is Dr. Sleep, the sequel to The Shining. This one it also got a pretty good movie adaptation from it. I've heard most people say the movie is actually better than the book. It's about Danny Torrance, who goes on and tries to stop, I think it's smoke vampires or something. It's a vampire book. I'm pretty big on vampires. I like vampires. Love Nosferatu. That one's pretty good. The original one, not the new one. I do like Bill Skarsgård though. Anyway, yeah, Dr. Sleep. Next, Holly. This one ties into the Bill Hodges trilogy, which consists of Mr. Mercedes, Finders Keepers, and End of Watch. I'm not going to read this one until I read those first 3, which I do not have because unfortunately they were sold out when I went to buy Holly. But yeah, so I just went ahead and got Holly, so I have it in advance. Yeah, I heard this one pretty good. I heard people talk really highly of Holly as a character. Also, yeah, pretty good book, hopefully. The Body, also known as Stand By Me. Heard Stand By Me. I've heard people talk really highly of Stand By Me. So this is actually from a novella collection called Different Seasons, which you've probably heard of. That also, in case you haven't, it also has The Breathing Method, Apt Pupil, and Shawshank Redemption. But since that one is such an important and pretty good novella collection, I decided to buy each one of them books each one of the stories from it separately because, you know, it's so important, and I would like having each of them separately. So right now I only have this one and Shawshank, but I'm going to order Apt Pupil and Breathing Method. But yeah, The Body, Stand By Me, coming of age story. Everyone loves coming of age stories. So yeah, pretty good. Is Salem's Lot. I heard people say this ties into the Dark Tower pretty good. I don't have all the Dark Tower books yet. I actually only have one. But if you count this, I have 2. And if you count The Stand, I have 3. And if you count some of the other books I have that tie in, I have more. But yeah, in the main Dark Tower series, I only have Dark Tower 1, which is going to be coming up soon. But yeah, Salem's Lot, vampires. I already said I love vampires, like Nosferatu. This is back when they were scary and not just stupid love creatures that people write about. Yeah, Salem's Lot. Next is Drummaki. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that anyway. I actually don't know much about this one. I got it because I thought the cover again looked nice. Don't judge a book by its cover because this might suck. I think I saw a review once that said this was actually pretty good. It was in like a ranking video. Yeah, Drummaki. And to end, stack number 2, we got If It Bleeds. If It Bleeds is a novella collection that includes Mr. Harrigan's Phone, The Life of Chuck, which I heard is pretty good, If It Bleeds, and Rat. It's a rat. So yeah, got a cat and a rat on the cover. This is actually the only hardcover book I have as of now until The Stand gets here. As you can see, it's hardcover. It's falling off, oh no. Okay, after some struggle, I got the cover thing back on. I don't know actually what you call the thing that goes over the, I'm just going to call it the cover. It's the cover for the cover. Yeah, If It Bleeds. Now we're going to move on to stack number 3. I fix my hair. And whatever. Alright, to start off, stack number 3, we got Needful Things. Needful Things is about a shop owner who opens up a shop called Needful Things, and he can get you anything you want for the price of your soul. This one's also pretty long. Not 1,000 pages, I think. It's like 800 something. Yeah, it looks like 800. Heard it's pretty good. It's usually ranked at least. I usually see it ranked around top 10 in people's lists. So yeah, I wanted it, and I got it. Also, I like the cover with the crow. I like crows. Yeah, Needful Things. Next, Firestarter. I don't think people are too big on this one. It's about a girl who can start fire with her mind. Kind of like Carrie, who can control things with her mind. I'm just going to cut that out. Kind of like Harry can control things with her mind, but this one can do fire, which is pretty cool. So I heard people say it's a good concept, but not like he didn't execute it properly. I hope that's not the case, because I do think it's a good concept. I normally don't like the movie tie-in covers. I think, dang it, you guys fell down. I usually don't like the movie tie-in covers. But this one and The Dead Zone were the 2 exceptions, because I think this one's pretty good, as you can see. And The Dead Zone was pretty good as well, better than the other one they had at the store. So, yeah, Firestarter, Rita Hayworth, and Shawshank Redemption. We knew it was on here. I already said that, but also from different seasons. I heard people talk really highly of this. If it isn't number 1, this usually is. And if it's usually number 2 along with different seasons. But yeah, Shawshank Redemption. Pretty good book, hopefully. I mean, it can't be. I mean, Morgan Freeman's amazing. I think the movie was only beat by, I think it was Forrest Gump at the Oscars. But yeah, pretty good movie, book. And next, The Dark Tower 1, The Gunslinger. This one has arguably the most famous opening line out of any Stephen King book. We got this cool map at the beginning as well. Let me find the line. Okay, I found it. It's really far in there. Look how many pages are just dedicated to other things. That's a lot. Anyway, I'm going to read you the line. The man in black fled across the desert, and the gunslinger followed. That is arguably, like I said, the most famous opening line out of any Stephen King book. I also really like the cover. Like, look at that. Yes, good book, hopefully. Yeah, I heard people say this one was a little chaotic for the introduction of the franchise, but I heard people talk really highly of the other books, like Wizard and Glass. I heard is pretty good, and The Wastelands. So yeah. All right, before we go back to the books, I have a few more things to say. One, you might notice that our scenery has changed. That is because I have moved houses. Not like I'm living in a different place, but that my grandma came and picked me up, so now I'm at her house. Two, my phone is at 6%, so and the microphone attaches through the charging port, as you can see. So we are not going to be using the microphone right now. Well, I let my phone charge just at least for a little bit. I'm going to put this right here. But yeah, with those two dings out of the way, let's get back into the video. I don't even need to cut here. Let's go back to 4 Past Midnight. So 4 Past Midnight has the Langoliers, which I said we already had. Secret Window, Secret Garden, the Library Policeman, and the Sundog. I heard all the stories tie into each other. This is pretty good. This is also over 1,000 pages, like the whole thing. Pretty sure anyway. But like each story is only a few hundred pages long. But yeah. Also love the cover with the birds and the clock. Anyway. But yeah. 4 Past Midnight. Alright, next we got another short story collection, which is Skeleton Crew. Skeleton Crew includes, it has like a lot in here, so let me find the names real quick. Yeah, okay. It has The Mist. I found out where that was from, by the way, The Mist. Here be the Tigers, I think this is. The Monkey, Kane Rose Up, Mr. Todd's Shortcut, The Jaunt, The Wedding Gig, Paranoid, A Chant, The Raft, World Professor of the Gods, The Man Who Would Not Shake Hands, Beach World, The Reaper's Image, I think this is Noah for Owen, Survivor Type, which I heard that one's pretty good, Uncle Otto's Truck, Morning Deliveries, Milkman, Big Wheels, A Tale of the Laundry Game, Grandma, The Ballad of Flexible Bullet, The Reach, and Notes. Sorry if I pronounced some of those correctly. I think some of those words were made up. If not, I'm really stupid. Anyway, Skeleton Crew. Yeah, The Monkey actually got made into a movie, which I heard was pretty gory. So I haven't seen it, but yeah, Skeleton Crew. Next up is a book that ties into The Dark Tower, The Eyes of the Dragon. The Eyes of the Dragon, he actually was a story that he actually wrote for his daughter. It has some pretty cool art in it. But no, he wrote this book for his daughter after she complained to him that he hadn't wrote anything that she could read. Yeah, it says, yeah, for my daughter Naomi King. It's actually pretty much a fairy tale, I heard people say. Also, a pretty cool cover art. Also has some pretty cool illustrations in here. Let me find one. Oh. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I heard this one. I think people are pretty split on this one. I hope it's good. But yeah, Eyes of the Dragon. Alright, next we have Rose Matter. I don't know what this is about. I think it looks like a cowboy book. Let me see. Abusive marriage. Wow, okay. Yeah. I've seen people talk highly of this one, but I still don't know what it's about. Ow. Let me see how many pages it is. It looks, yeah, about 600, that way, yeah, about 600 pages. I hope this one's good. Like I said, I don't know much about it, but yeah, Rose Matter. Ow. We still haven't switched back to the microphone, so the audio is still a little choppy. Because this is a slow charger that I'm using, unfortunately. Yeah, so with that, again, out of the way. let's go next to the next book, which is The Institute. It looks like it's about some people who kidnap a child in the middle of the night and then put them in the Institute. I haven't seen much videos about this one. I'm gonna have to watch some to see if if they think it's good or not. Got it because my uncle actually suggested it to me. Yeah, The Institute. Also, good cover. Another one I've seen people be kind of iffy on, and that one is Fairy Tail. Ironically, they say Eyes of the Dragon is more of a fairy tale book than Fairy Tail. I don't know what this one's about. All I know is that it's about some guy who gets put in a fairy tale land, but that is all I know. They said it's pretty boring up until you get into the fairy tale land. I heard it. That's what I heard people say. Also, I love the cover and also the way the title is written out. Yeah. But yeah, I hope I find this one good. But yeah, Fairy Tail. That still hurts. Ow. Alright, I let my phone charge for a little bit. So now we got the lav mic back. Yeah, it works. Okay. Fix my hair. Next up, we got Joyland. I heard this one's kind of a murder mystery, and I love mystery books, so I decided to pick it up. So, like, from what I heard, it's about a kid who starts working in an amusement park and then finds out that somebody died in the funhouse. And I'm pretty sure there's ghost stuff going on. But yeah, I love mystery books, or just mystery things in general. So I decided to pick it up. And I hope it's good. Alright, next up we got Cell. I've heard people say this one's actually kind of bad. I hope that's not the case, but I think it's like about cell phones being zombies or something, or turning you into zombies. It sounds stupid, but I hope it's not. But Cell. Alright, next, we got another short story collection. This one's pretty new. It's You Like It Darker. You Like It Darker has, let me read you the titles real quick. We gotta find, come on. Alright. Two Talented Bastards, The Fifth Step, Willie the Weirdo, Danny Cooper's Bad Dream, Finn, On the Side Inroad, Red Screen, The Turbulence Expert, Larry, Rattlesnakes, The Dreamers, The Answer Man, and an extra story, The Music Room. You Like It Darker, Rattlesnakes, which I said is actually the sequel to Cujo, which I think I've already shown you. And yeah, You Like It Darker also. It says like textured. You can't see it, but you can hear it. See, that's different. Yeah, You Like It Darker. Also, I'm bad at pronouncing titles, so. Alright, next we got Billy Summers. So, Billy Summers is about a retired assassin who's going on one last journey or job, and then meets a girl. And I think I might heard somebody say that there was ghost stuff going on here, but I might be wrong about that. But yeah, also good cover. I like that cover. Good car also. But yeah, Billy Summers. Also a pretty new one. I think 2023, I think this one is. Alright, next are actually two books that I want to do together because they are Desperation and The Regulators. As you can see by the covers, you can tell they kind of go together. Yeah. I think I like Desperation's cover a little better. This one's about a cop who takes people hostage or kidnaps them and tortures them. And The Regulators it looks like a shooting. It looks like on a street. I think it turns into like a mystery on how that happened. Yeah, these two obviously, like I said, as you can tell, go together, and so like I bought them at the same time. But yeah, Desperation and The Regulators. All right, next I have It. It is also over 1,000 pages, as you can tell. This is also the one I'm currently reading, so I can actually give you my thoughts on the story so far in this one. Still haven't finished it though. I'm about page 425, so about halfway through. So far, it's been pretty good. The leper scene was pretty good. Probably my scariest, in my opinion. And then the second scariest scene in the book so far would have to be the scene with the photo. Not the first time we see with Georgie's photo, but when we see like a clown jump out of the river and try to kill two kids in the photo world. Also, I love the cover on this one. This is probably my favorite cover of it I've seen. With like, it's so simple though, and it's so effective. Yeah. Also, little dangly bookmark. But yeah, it. I'm gonna make the segment 1 minute. All right, we only got 2 books left, and the next one to do is 11/22/63. This one I've seen people brand as like a romance book, which I would not object to, like in terms of me not reading it. That seems fine to me. So anyway, as you might recognize that date as the date Kennedy was assassinated. So it's about this guy who goes back in time to stop that from happening, but then unexpectedly meets a woman. Only a man can dream. Anyway, 11/22/63. Please. Right, last, and some people might call least, is the corner pen is the Tommyknockers. Now, the Tommyknockers is probably the most divisive book I've seen from him, at least. I've watched like a bunch of ranking videos, and like half of them put it at number 1, half of them put it at like number 3. Not 3, number like 60 or whatever, how many books he puts. But yeah. This one's like about, from what I've gathered, it's about a town that gets like possessed by aliens. This was actually, anyway, from what I heard, the book that made him quit doing drugs and cocaine. But yeah, the Tommyknockers. As I was editing this video, I realized I forgot to do a segment on Night Shift. So I'm putting this at the end. But Night Shift is another short story collection. This also includes Children of the Corn. I'm not going to read the titles because I want to go back to editing. But yeah, Night Shift. Alright, and that concludes our Stephen King our Stephen King haul video. I hope you guys liked it. I'm obviously going to order more books, like I still want to get some, so I might update this. And also, I'm going to review every single one of them after I'm done reading it. So obviously the first one is going to be it, and then I'm probably going to do one of the smaller ones after that, so look out for that. This is going to turn into a book channel, so yeah. And now I just gotta make a thumbnail, and then boom, we're good to go. Anyway, goodbye. Love you.